The Bunker Project, podcast episode number 53.
And welcome back, Andrew.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. I like that. Diddling, 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 diddling. It's very cool.
All right, welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. And something's going on here.
Hey, I like it. It's like a remix.
Funky.
Dubstep.
Dubstep show, yeah.
It feels like the music in the Titanic.
Oh, that doesn't even work either. Hey, I think you crashed the program.
Yeah, we're going down.
Force quit. Oh,
We're going down.
it's a PC.
Wow, this is the first time I've experienced this.
Well, obviously the computer's pissed off you were in France.
And we're back.
Barely. Holy cow. Hey,
Should we redo that or just keep it?
no, let's
All
keep
right.
going. This is awesome.
It was too much fun. Keep it.
Yeah. So we're back in the den. Doing
Yeah,
episode
formerly known as the
53.
bunker.
And the last time I was here, we were over at Creekside Community Center with Wix.com doing a podcasting 101 session, Q&A session.
Yeah. Well, one and a half.
And then I flew off to France.
I know. What a swanky
And,
lifestyle.
And we had so much fun without you.
Yeah, I heard some of the special reports there. And then we went to London. So basically I saw London, I saw France, and I saw someone's underpants.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
And as soon as I got back, my brother asked me if I saw that place. He says, I was at a barbecue the day after, and he said, "Did you see the place?" And
What
I knew
place?
immediately what he was talking about.
What, that famous podcast studio in London?
I said, and then he said, "Did you see the hole in the wall?"
Oh, yeah. It's from your roots, isn't it?
You know that song? There's a place in France where the ladies don't wear pants.
No way.
And there's a hole in the wall where the men can see it all.
Wow. That sounds like a red light district in Bangkok.
But I'm forbidden to reveal the secret location.
Yeah, or Amsterdam. Could be Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You sure you weren't in Amsterdam, or your wife is just pulling a... Oh, yeah, this is France.
No, the
Yeah,
European
there-
states.
See
you
that
know?
funny language you're speaking? That's French. It smells like Vancouver here.
Yeah, so it was fun. We ate a lot of food, drank a lot of wine, a lot of fromage.
What, you didn't get a lot of internet, I hear.
No, unfortunately, where we were staying, we didn't have internet access, and
He was in
after
withdrawal
a few
big
days,
time.
I was fine. But for the first few days, I was.
Pretty shaky.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was...
I mean, I wanted to come in and join the Google Plus Hangout.
yeah, well, you know, you can't be cool all the time.
Bonnie was
typically.
doing a presentation. I wanted to come on. And,
That's harsh, man.
But then I just got into vacation mode and just enjoyed the wine and
You know what?
the cheese and the food.
But you definitely had technology withdrawal, because what was the first place we were going to meet up here a couple days ago, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to be a little late." He said, "Oh, that's great. I can go to the Future Shop and hang out with some technology." That's so sad, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, the
It
Future
is-
Shop, for God's sake. I mean,
It is what it
it's
is.
like, whoa. You know, if you got to get a fix, you take it anywhere. I'll do it in the Future Shop. You know,
Yeah.
Or to
God
the-
forbid.
Or to the nearest Greek cafe.
Well, while I was there, I was using my mobile phone, which was a Windows Phone 7 device. I was using it just strictly as a camera. I was taking tons of pictures, and halfway through the trip, it completely died. And so now I'm back to an Android device.
What was that brand of that phone again that died?
HTC.
This is the second time it died.
Exactly.
So it's a crap product.
Crash and burn.
Yeah. So don't buy HTC products. That's all we gotta say.
Although their Android devices seem to be good.
Oh, that's you running Windows on it.
Yes. It was
Ah, well,
Windows
there you
Phone
go.
7.
The Windows
So now I'm on a Galaxy
killed the phone. The
Fascinate.
phone is struggling with that fat, bloated software. It just kills the processor. Dead.
Yeah.
So that's so harsh. Well, it over geeks or something. I was like, I'm geeking out here, man. Anyway, so are we going to talk about anything? But
Oh, and I also ate some illegal tomatoes.
oh yeah, tell them this story. It's hilarious. I'm going to go get a beer.
So, so apparently in France, they have a food catalog. So in order to get anything for commercial distribution into the grocery stores and whatnot, they have to be on this catalog. And the only companies that can afford to do this are the big food companies, and a lot of it is GMO and stuff like that. So my better half's uncle and her brother-in-law, they only buy from these organic farmers, and they go to the farmers markets. But technically, they're illegal because they're not allowed to distribute them. They're allowed to grow them for their own purpose, for their own consumption, but not to distribute them to the public. So, but technically the police could come in and shut them down, but they turn a blind eye to it.
So potentially they have tomato
Oh,
police?
you got to get
Oh,
right
yeah.
on that.
No,
mic.
no,
You gotta get
that's
So potentially they have tomato police?
Yeah, and avocado
right. They wear
police.
red uniforms.
And avocado police, too.
Oh, an avocado police.
Avocado police.
Well, I
and
hear there's a big
lettuce
crackdown.
police and spinach police. And
Isn't there a big crackdown on the Chinese counterfeit tomatoes that are out there too?
oh, yeah, I'm sure.
so the new French
I can laugh.
resistance is organic. Is that what you're saying?
Hasn't it always been?
Viva la résistance organique.
Yeah, exactly. Pass the tomato sauce. Wow, that would that's going to go well with your other podcast. Your health
Oh, yeah,
empowerment news.
I'm sure that it'll go on
You get frothed
for
out.
at least half an hour.
Yeah, well, if you ever listen to his co-host, you'd understand that when the guy froths out big time when you get him on something like that.
Yeah, he's Kraft Woodruff is a natural health guru, and he's very political, and he gets
Impassioned.
very impassioned very quickly when it comes to these topics. So as soon as I bring that up, I'm sure I just have to sit back and listen to the. Wow, there's a big hum coming in.
Yeah, well, that's the fridge kicking in.
Yeah.
Guys, we drink so much beer, it's constantly kicking in to cool off some more beer.
Yeah.
But I think maybe just get him a gate limiter or something like that, so when he freaks, it doesn't peek out the mic so much. It shouldn't be a problem.
Oh no, that's not a problem. We got that handled. Let's jump into the show notes.
Okay, look at what he. This is nice. This is Andrew did the show notes, and they actually look like a published document. It's amazing. You must have spent minutes and minutes on this thing.
Yeah,
Holy
I've
cow.
mastered cut and paste.
Beautiful job. So show notes. Germany dislikes Facebook's like button. Didn't they make that illegal?
Germany dislikes Facebook's like button. So the first thing that I thought of when I saw that was they should have made it a David Hasselhoff button,
A dislike button.
because apparently they love him.
Wow.
Why?
What why don't the Germans like that? They're passing all these weird
No,
laws.
why
right
did
now.
they like David Hasselhoff?
Oh.
I don't know.
Haven't you ever listened to his music? It's amazing.
Yeah, apparently
It's
Germans.
deep.
Apparently Germans
No, it
love
really-
Deeply
David
disturbing.
Hasselhoff.
Seriously, go look up his song on YouTube. Get in my car.
Is it good?
It's one of my favorite videos to watch ever.
Oh man, this is coming from our gamer.
Yeah.
So have
Game.
you ever heard the songs they played?
the same
in
one
the
that
background of
loves Pretty in Pink and all those movies. Yeah.
Hey, John Hughes is awesome.
So this article
Wow.
is from
Where does he get these lines? That's
this article's
awesome.
from Web Pro News by Chris Richardson, and basically, apparently it'll soon be illegal to like anything in Germany on Facebook, at least in a certain portion of Germany, the Schleswig-Holstein district.
Yeah, isn't that the area that really freaked out about Google Maps and had all their houses blurred? And there's natural blur
Yes,
movement.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Basically, it's been determined as violating their privacy laws, and Facebook maintains that the like button meets the European Union's privacy standards, but
For likeness.
they disagree. And what they're saying is that all the data is being mined and sent to the United States, and that's where they have the issue.
I think it goes way back to the Roman times where they had the thumbs up, thumbs down, and I think it's bothering them. That's what it is. No. Well, the Romans came and kicked their butt a long time ago, right? They, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The interesting thing is they're not coming after Facebook, though. They're coming after the businesses that fail to remove the like button.
That's because they're not stupid. Facebook a little bit money to throw. But what about Google Plus? I mean, the plus button, wouldn't that be the same thing?
Yeah,
Are they gonna? They're not gonna go up against Google. I mean, Google could get pissed off and wade in, and maybe that's what Google could do. They could just buy the United Nations. and probably still have money left over for
Well, maybe they're
McDonald's
going to do
franchise.
it. It looks like they're going to do a fundraising drive because the maximum fine is 50,000 euros. So they'll just fine 100,000 businesses, and then they'll have money to come after Google
Well-
or Facebook.
Somebody was mentioning that they're just looking at it as a money grab. They're not doing so great financially, and they're just thinking, well, maybe we'll just use this to grab some money to prop up the economy.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who
Maybe.
knows? All right. Before we jump into deepest, darkest technology, I want to lighten it up with some game chat. James came in and he's rabidly upset about something to do with gaming. Was it like, have you been playing no. Sorry, it was Satomi. Was rabidly excited about, I'm a gamer. No, it was
that's
Bonnie. It was a
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Oh, jeez.
Was me.
Man, oh man, I am just way too sober today.
Well, she started with Angry Birds,
It's a gateway drug.
It's a,
and now what are you on to, Bonnie?
I don't know this thing about colors.
Oh,
forget what it's called.
no. Yeah, you match the colors and bring it disappears and bring.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. That's a Google Plus game, which just got launched a couple weeks ago. I've played them. I'm really disappointed, so I don't bother playing them anymore. They're all monetized. I mean, come on, Google, you got billions of dollars. Why not do free games? But no, play the game, or if you want to play it more often, you got to pay money. When you play poker, you run out of money, you got to pay money to get more chips. What's with that? Why are they monetizing the gaming thing? It's kind of almost like they're saying, all right, we'll do games, but we're going to make it such a crappy experience that nobody's going to do it, and then we can just delete it and say, it was a failure. Go back to Facebook if you want to play games. What do you think, James?
There's so many things wrong with that statement you just made.
Thank you.
So I like Bubble Island.
It wasn't very nasally, though.
No, but it was. So go ahead, Bonnie.
I like Bubble Island.
Bubble Island. Huh?
Oh, Flood It is the one that I played last night. Aren't you excited?
It is exciting, but
To Bob's
better than
twisted,
Bob's
friggin'
twisted
crazy
question.
points.
It's better
yeah.
than Penn Island.
yeah, these games are. How do I say this nicely? They're coming over from Facebook, so a lot of the
ported over.
a lot of these standard things have already been determined in the market. And if you look at it, it's like the top developers. It's like Bejeweled Blitz is on there.
Yep, it's true.
You've got Zynga. You've got
Yep.
Rovio, which is not surprising considering they did Angry Birds Chrome,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was just they put that up there. One cool thing about the Angry Birds one though is that the more friends you have, the more stars they get. Unlocks levels for you in a different part of it. So
Actually, James, I was going to ask you, what do you think is the best game out there? Is it still Angry Birds for those guys, or
best game out there.
well, for
period.
in
For
Google
what?
in
For
Google Plus
mobile?
on,
For what
in
Google
Google Plus,
did?
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Texas Hold'em because it just has the user base that is
Yeah,
huge.
you're playing against tons and tons of people.
35 million.
Yeah, I get sent back to the lobby several times
Yeah,
because
well,
I was broke.
yeah,
But I'm
and
a crazy player.
it teaches people how to manage their poker chips.
Yeah, I just blow it. Raise it. What do you got? I got 3 threes. Yeah.
Is that the
but
most
3 threes isn't that
successful
bad.
game on a popular level or on a monetary one?
Well, we've talked about Texas Hold'em before on the Bunker Project.
Aye.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Andrew said that the poker site that had the most players, and with gambling was legalized in the States, or poker at least, that they would be the ones that have the most players. So I don't know if it's the most successful one, but I think Farmville probably would. Farmville, Cityville, Empire and Allies, just Zynga has the most
Gangster
money.
Wars.
Yeah, Zynga just
Mm-hmm.
they're rolling in it.
Yeah.
But they're not bringing Farmville over to G Plus though.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh.
I think that if they have already those games in their bag, they're going to do it. I mean, Farmville's now for the iPhone
Mm-hmm.
as well. So,
Yeah, that's true.
the one thing that was interesting though about Zynga on Facebook was that they pulled back off of Facebook and made it so that if you came to their website instead to play Farmville or Cityville, you got special rewards that were exclusive to people on the website versus somebody playing it through Facebook. So they're smart in terms of
Why don't they incorporate it with like a loyalty program?
They do.
So that, they do?
yeah. So your average actions per day gets you some sort of reward in each game, and once you fill the entire bar, you get a special item or something.
No,
from the
but I
game.
mean, like, make it a local game so that people are actually going to local businesses and earning points for
Winning a slice of
that's-
pizza.
That's like Reward Me, which was
Yeah.
which was
but it's not necessarily a game. But a local game that's kind of like for checking in stuff like that is like Bounty Island that's here in Vancouver.
mhm.
Google did a really cool thing at Seagraph where they gave you reward of a T-shirt if you played their game at Seagraph and answered some questions, took pictures,
And you're wearing the shirt.
I
right now?
am. And it was a program.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it was on this thing called Scavenger, and you can actually add rewards and stuff like that. So I'm going to be looking into the API anyways, just to see what's going on with it.
I've got a Wick shirt.
I have a Wick shirt. Too.
I got 2 Wick shirts, man, and it's fuzzy. That's
Mhm.
what's cool. You go
Yeah.
into bars and say, "Hey, check out my Wick shirt," and the girls go, "Ooh, it's
Yeah,
fuzzy."
Too many
It's
people
awesome.
like to touch it. It's a problem.
Oh, well, yeah, it's all stained.
It
and
does
stuff
kind
now,
of feel weird after you wash it.
but- You wash it?
Yeah.
No, you don't wash
You
it.
don't
dude.
wash
No,
it.
No, man.
That loses the computer cred.
Yeah, maybe that's my problem.
So,
That's
so,
why we don't have as many members here as we used to.
Yeah, that wafty bob.
so how come you don't like the games though? Like you want something?
I'm not a big game guy, anyways. Like, I kind of burnt out on games, War of
You love
Warcraft
Cloud.
and Cloud, and yeah, but you don't get games.
Are you
out
still
of it.
playing
That's nothing.
Empire Avenue or
No.
is that no?
No, I got like
No.
$60 billion, and I go there and think, yeah, I could buy. I'd go buy a
I
couple
haven't
of people
played
every now and again,
anything
but-
in 4 weeks, and my cloud score went down.
Yeah, my clout score has plummeted recently
too.
too.
Really, yours is.
But I took the whole summer
still up
off.
there.
Yeah, 59, but it was 65.
I thought it was 70 something.
Yeah, it used to be.
But those
Ah.
are games that aren't fun.
Hey, those are social demographics, man.
Those are social media tools to check
Yeah.
how you're doing.
Exactly.
You can kill zombies on them, right?
But pretty soon I'm going to come out with one where you can kill zombies.
Well, okay, I joined that.
Yeah, see,
That's
there we
different.
go.
Zombies are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, social and zombies. That's the future.
Social zombies. Weird combo.
But I think they're going to get better games as the developers come forward. Google Plus will probably get some good games.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
well-
burnt out on Google Plus, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
All right, and
well,
with
it's
that,
lost
let's,
its sparkle. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. Bonnie, is the honeymoon over for you, or are you just still rabid?
She's
about
just getting started.
No, I'm just getting started.
it? No.
I've got amazing friends
Well, we all know that one, but what about Google Plus?
on Google Post.
Oh, I thought you meant the people in this room.
Here too.
So I have to fish for compliments so hard. Just like digging and digging.
Yeah, I just don't know if their user base is going to be able to grow right now. It's kind of seeming stagnant. And
Yeah, I mean, that's the big question: is can they make it to 100 million?
Who cares about 100 million? Make it to 50 million.
Well, I know, but that's what they're saying. Is like
They'll
that's
do
a big mark. They're like 20.
Nobody's leaving Facebook though. Like they thought
Oh, no,
there'd
of
be
course
a
not.
mass exodus.
Yeah, but you don't have to leave Facebook. That's
Yeah, but you know
They don't want you to leave Facebook. And, okay, so that's a good segue. What do you think? What do you think about all the changes that Facebook's implementing right now that are very similar to what Google's been doing?
I think it's great.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, finally have some competition, which is making Facebook say, "Oh, we're not the only kid in the block. Maybe we should get a little bit more serious about our clientele, which is us."
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're not. We're just the pawns that are being used for them to make tons of money. But
well,
At
they
least we
are
have
following.
some
They're
options.
following the Google pattern of acquiring companies. And,
Yeah.
Google over the last decade, they've acquired a substantial amount of companies.
yeah, but what was that big one? They just bought a phone company for God's
Yes, they
sake,
did.
Motorola.
Motorola.
Yeah. They
So
bought
what are they
Motorola.
going to change it to? Googlezilla or something like Motorola,
Google
Googleola,
Name brand.
Zoo. I think
Google.
they should mix it up, man.
Just gonna
Half
call it a
Google, half
Google phone.
Motor. No,
Yeah, Google phone.
Google phone.
Google phone,
Yeah, we call it Goo phone.
Goo phone, or the Zoo.
I'm interested in
Zoogle.
like what are they going to do with all the other the rest of Motorola, like the two-way radio division, the mic division, and
That's so smart, though. I mean, they've got patents after patents after patents.
Yeah,
and to
25,000 patents.
fight- Yeah, to
man.
fight. That's all they wanted. Is they wanted the patents.
That was the main reason why they bought them?
Yeah.
The patents, basically?
Patents and
That's
also.
that's what analysis are saying.
that's
Well, two things.
General consensus.
Yeah, well,
yes.
two things. One is the patent thing because it's like weapons of mass destruction attitude out there right now. But the second thing is being able to put out the perfect Google phone, saying this is, if we could do a phone, we can.
Yeah.
This is what it should be, and that will be the benchmark for all Google phones.
The gold standard
super.
Android phone.
I mean, what is that phone going to be like, man?
Yeah, but
It'll be
isn't
awesome.
isn't there strength that the Android is free for all? That's the point.
Yeah, but it's...
The Android is the main thing, not the actual device, right?
Yeah, but it's...
But people mess around with it. They put all sorts of other gunky stuff in there,
Yeah,
too.
but those are only the professional. We're talking about the large scale of users. They
no.
You got to
They
remember.
won't reboot it, upload any other
There's-
operating system.
You
They'll
got-
just use it.
You got to
no, but
remember.
because... Sorry, go ahead.
You go.
Because it's open source.
Yeah,
And it's not like the iPhone where it's completely controlled.
yeah.
Manufacturers can put their own layer on top of...
Ah, okay.
Right. So with HTC, you've got HTC Sense. With Motorola, previously to the acquisition, we've had Moto Blur, which
But it's
is,
still Android powered.
it's based on Android, but they add extra features and extra social integrations and extra phone like find your phone. Remote wiping is a feature that they added. That isn't part of Android, and if you get a Samsung Android phone, you may not have that. And definitely, if you go with a bare bone Android phone like the Nexus One or the Nexus S, that's just pure Android.
Okay.
And your Android purists, of course, that's what they want. They don't want any extra stuff. If they want to augment it, they'll
They'll do it themselves.
they'll get an application.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole point of this acquisition, I think, is number one, the patents, and number two, to have hardware control of hardware where they'll put out a powerful device with just bare bones Android, no bloatware.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, bloatware.
Well, then the other thing is with the Android is there's always multiple different types of, like 2.3, 2.2, 2.1.
Exactly.
And so it's hard for a standardized user to really download something if it's not standardized across the board. So
Yeah.
if they get a phone that can do something that they want specifically, then they'll...
Exactly. A good example is when I came back from France, my phone was dead, so I took one of our Android loaners, the HTC Hero, which is Android 1.6, I believe, and I went to download Evernote. Nope, not doesn't work. Went to download a whole bunch of apps that I'm used to having, and nope, can't get it. Hootsuite would download, but it wouldn't run. So that's a problem. But you know what? It's the same problem with iOS too. I mean, if you have an iPhone 3,
just update it.
yeah, but if you update it, then it runs too slow
Meh.
because meh. You upgrade an original iPhone 3, not the iPhone 3GS, to iOS 4, and it runs super slow.
Just upgrade your iPhone.
Yeah, well, that's the whole. You just upgrade your Android.
Spoken
Same.
like a
We're back to the same point.
true Apple fanboy.
I'm not an Apple fanboy. I'm
But-
still rocking my old Samsung, I think.
Isn't there
is it?
any? Is there?
Yeah, Samsung.
Look at
Slide.
that. It's a
Slam-
classic.
Yeah, it's classic.
I saw one of those in a museum the other day. Awesome.
I'm over at Rupert and Grandview. Come and see me. I'll fix that situation.
I have
Chicken
a
again.
question.
Yo.
Isn't there any secret phone manufacturing company out there with a secret brand for a smartphone that can just
Yeah, they
use
just,
it
Yeah,
anything on it? It costs $10,000 or whatever.
Yep.
But it's compatible for everything.
Yeah. The CIA made it about 1964. They had
Of course.
there
one.
was a secret. There was a secret one that nobody knew about that just shut down last Thursday, and it was WebOS.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
HP bought Palm.
Wait. Do you have special effects for Requiem sounds in the
Ah,
background or something? It's going down. It's going down.
Gone.
It's gone.
2 months after they announced and released the HP touchpad, they announced that they are discontinuing it and no longer supporting WebOS.
And 1 million people bought them because they were $100.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
price
and
point.
they're
Forget
actually
the
putting
million.
more out on the shelves too. I mean, they've still got warehouses full of the things.
How much did it pay just 6 months ago to acquire Palm?
Oh, I think it was like $78,
I don't remember, but
Yeah. So
but they had to take all the old stock. That was the deal.
it makes you wonder what was the point.
Desperate moves, desperate times.
Simple.
You know, it's like, hey, we're going to try this. If it doesn't work, we're going to pull the plug on the whole thing. okay. They try it, and it's a write-off anyways.
Plus the hardware division. So it wasn't just...
And
It had-
patents and,
Yeah, but they're out of the PC business, aren't they?
Yeah, but they can sell those patents. It's a hot market for
Right.
patents. A really hot market for patents because of the patent trolls.
I know, but
Got-
have you actually used an HP computer? There
No,
must be
I've got a-
3 patents.
I used to have a HP printer,
Oh,
but
I still
don't
have one.
I don't have one of those anymore. So,
I've got
but they
two.
had great customer service, so maybe that's
They
what
did.
killed them.
It's a nice printer, but it's had one of those ink things has been out for 2 months, and I just keep forgetting to buy one. So
I so rarely use my printer.
Yeah,
now.
me
It's
too.
really, it used to be like thousands and thousands and thousands of sheets would go through the printer, and now it's like 5 or 6 a month. I mean, everything's PDF. It's all
Yeah.
we're getting closer and closer to a paperless office, definitely. And I'm not trying to be that way. It's just, it works better that way.
if you have paper, that just means you have to shred it.
Well, I want the regenerating paper, which is in that book, the Diamond Age book, where such cool paper.
And don't forget rolling papers. They are also important.
Yeah, I guess coming from the European in the crowd here, it's that good that he likes to roll drum cigarettes.
Rolling papers. Excellent. I like that.
All right.
Are we going to
Yes,
introduce
yes.
ourselves?
No,
Oh,
you don't get to introduce yourself. Forget it.
just getting.
All right.
All right. So for the
So
people
Tommy.
who
Yeah, I
don't,
just want to ask one question.
Atta
Getting
girl.
back to Google bought that Motorola. I still don't understand. So, do you think they're going to do the phones like the Skype? Is that what their intention is?
Well, they're not going to do a Skype phone. They're like Motorola is a manufacturer of mobile technology. They're going to put out a Google phone.
Yeah.
They're going to take the 25,000
like a
patents.
cell phone.
Yeah,
Google
yeah,
cell
yeah.
phone.
Google cell phone. They can take the
Oh.
25,000 patents and say, "Hey, you come after us with patents? We got 25,000 patents, so we're going to kick you over the head with it, right?" So don't consider
So
coming.
it's just
They
a
only have
bargaining chip for the court of law, basically.
Absolutely.
That's
yeah,
it.
It's
It's
like
protection.
But can they still do the?
But
one on the
Motorola is
for the Skype kind of a phone too as well. Can they get into
Skype's totally different. That's voice over IP
Okay, yeah,
type of thing, and
voice over
Motorola doesn't have voice over IP
Okay,
division,
okay,
do they?
okay.
Am I
You know,
wrong there? No, I
that's a
don't
good
think so.
question, because do you think that we are approaching the time that just like credit cards,
Yeah.
that anyone can produce one of his own and create his own club of credit cards?
Well, so
Just
you're
like everybody will start to creating their own phones right now.
Well,
Is
you know,
that's where we're heading? Because the
I don't
phones
know.
are going to have credits in them. It's going to be one and the same, basically.
Oh, I see what you mean.
yeah, the
you
networks
could get the
are-
Visa
and then
phone.
any big company, any gas station or whatever can
Don't say
create
that.
their own phone with their own credit, and that's it.
I don't think so.
There's
I
an
mean,
app
that's
for
when
that.
when they're giving phones away, which they're kind of doing that already with a package. But I think that'll happen when there's basically free access to the bandwidth to use the phone. So when you have infinite bandwidth available to anybody, and there's no such thing as Shaw and Telus and Verizon, they all disappear because it's free. Then it makes sense to do that. Really, the telephone companies are the providers of the airwaves information.
No, but what?
They make the money off the packages. Like you're paying your 60, 80, 90, 123, $400, $500 a month to have this phone work. The cost of the phone's irrelevant. I mean, I talk to people and I say, well, how much did you get that phone for? Oh, I only paid, $30 for it. Aren't I clever? I say, how much are you paying a month? So, oh, $120 for the package for how long? 3 years. Oh, so that's a $5,000 phone you're holding. So, no, it's not. It was free. So, no, you're an idiot. You don't
No,
get
but
the
the
economy
mobile,
of it.
the, mo- the mobile payments thing is a total separate.
There's
separate
an app for that.
Yeah. There's a knack for
Being
that,
an
too.
idiot? There's an
Yes.
idiot app?
There's
Yes.
an idiot app.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
So the networks are
Yeah.
actually.
But it's
gonna
really
allow
tough to
you
download.
You'll be able to
Oh,
buy products.
Not
and
so
services.
tough. I know lots of people who have downloaded that app.
Yeah, but we already have these smart passes and stuff like that for gas stations and grocery stores and things like that.
No, but do
And
you-
we're
you'll-
way
they're not
behind the
gonna
But
time.
all in one,
They're
just one device, all of it.
Well, that's what Japan does.
That's the whole point.
Okay, so there's this place in Korea, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and
There's
it
a
uses.
place there too.
So here's what they do. It's a grocery store,
Yeah.
and at the grocery store, you take pictures of the items that you want.
That's yeah. I saw
QR
that.
codes.
Yeah, QR
QR
codes.
codes.
actually, they've got, and you're right.
And
I
then
saw
it
that
charges
article.
it to your cell phone.
Yes.
So your
Oh,
cell
okay.
phone provider would be your credit card.
That's
in a
what.
sense.
That's,
And it goes
that's
through the
exactly
system.
what we're talking
And
about.
that's
but
big,
that's-
but that's
what
big
I'm
in
saying.
but that's big in Asia right now. So it's so big that in Korea, a grocery store for a marketing campaign, what they did is they did photographs of their whole store, the inside of the store, and they put that on the subway platform. So people that are too busy to go shopping, when they went home, they saw these 100%, and they took shots of all the products that they wanted. And by the time they got home, a delivery truck was delivering the products to their home. Now that is awesome service.
And charge yourself.
And
Well, yeah.
marketing.
Just, you know, it's blows my mind. So I get really ticked off when I have to walk to Safeway. It's like, come on, man. It's like a virtual experience when I get there. I mean,
So-
it could be, you know, the shopping game, you know, the gamification of grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quit using that word.
It's
It's a dirty word.
I know. I get the evil eyes.
The
from James.
gamification word needs to go down now.
So
All right. I
What-
promise
what-
you.
I know I was really happy about it a couple of months ago.
But now you hate it.
But there's just some things that I'm seeing people like, how do we gamify the healthcare system? Well, you don't want to gamify it because somebody will exploit it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like,
Well,
it's like,
gamification is
sorry,
exploited.
Eric, I got to get my transplant first because I've got 100,000 points. And oh, look at you, you've got 50.
You're more social. You
Yeah, I'm
deserve
wait-
to survive.
No,
right?
I come
My
get
fan
shots
base is bigger
here.
than yours.
Yeah, exactly.
You die because nobody likes you.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah,
So let's not
exactly.
gamify everything necessarily. Loyalty rewards has already been in grocery stores for years.
I
No,
think
hey,
they
but mom said don't play with your food, right?
that's one of the things she said not to play with.
Yes, she did.
But you get points, right? Like for buying certain items at the store.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
you can
well,
redeem
you-
them
you-
later.
yeah.
That's a loyalty
there's
program. It's not gamification of it.
No,
Unless
it's an
you're
old
using
concept.
it as a game. I don't know.
What happens if you take those loyalty points and do something else with them, like Safeway's doing with Air Miles points in a Doobly-esque kind of application where you take your Air Miles points, go to the site and bid on things in a game, which I'm assuming consume your Air Miles points, so they're never going to have to send you on an airplane anywhere.
I think that if you're probably the highest bid, that would be the person that gets their miles points
Unless
taken
it's
away.
a reverse auction, in which
I
case
don't-
the minute you bid, you've lost your points.
I don't think Safeway would be that smart, or either Air Miles. But if they did that,
I've
they'd
played
be
some of their games. They're pretty.
Well, the
Boring.
point is
Kinda
that
scary.
they get the points back without having to pay you the actual cost of the reward they've promised you in the points. So actually,
Yeah, but
it
how
is
many
pretty
people?
smart.
But the thing is, like, how many people actually use their Air Miles points? You know, you go to the average
don't.
person and say, "So, how much do you fly?" And they go,
But
fly."
I just expect to
I
hear
used to
way
fly
more.
all the time.
I would expect to hear more coming back from other people, though, being like, it's taking my points.
Well, they've only done this, advertised it for 2 days that I know of, so we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right,
know
we
if
need to
anybody's-
find out if it's a reverse auction or not.
Yeah, that would make a
Yeah.
difference.
All right.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is. They wouldn't be that scummy.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
No.
Buy you a beer.
All right, I'm down.
Next time, you
I'll-
find out.
I
We're good.
have to, okay, I'll listen to this in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And they go,
Remember
"Oh, yeah,
to
I'm supposed to
look
do
up
that."
Can one of our valued
Note
listeners
to myself.
please send us,
Yeah, VP
An
of Gaming
email.
at Safeway, please
Make a-
report in now.
make a comment, or call the 1-866. What is
something,
it?
something,
Andrew?
something number.
1866. No, sorry. 1877-636-1474.
And help a beleaguered gamer.
Yeah, help me get a beer. Because I'm
Even
I'm
you know,
too drunk to remember
and you
when
can
I go
you
home.
can lie. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Just call us. See if anybody does.
All right.
I hear you, Craig Griffiths. I hear you in the background.
Straw poll.
Actually, I told him to give us a call or drop in. It doesn't look like we're going to have much googly action today. We've been pretty lucky the last couple of times with some surprise guests.
I'm telling you, Google Hangout burnout.
Yeah, there's a. Ooh. I I'm going through my Google Plus and I'll see, oh, hang out. I don't want to. I got to get some stuff done today. So yeah, I think it was the flavor of the week, and now it's kind of like, I'm tired of that.
There's some cool people doing some cool stuff with it.
There it is, but it's like, how much time and effort am I going to put into all these hangouts? Because the problem is, you do a really cool hangout, and then you're buzzed after the hangout. It's like, oh, that was so great, that's so cool. I can't get back to my reality. It's like coming off a really heavy drug. It's like, oh, reality sucks, man. It's not so shiny.
That must have
So-
been a good hangout.
Oh, it was like, oh, that
Who
was,
was-
yeah, that was the
who-
acid
Who was
Jack
in there?
Kerouac hangout. I finished the hangout, and they said the guy died years ago. So I was really surprised you could get a G Plus account.
I don't know, Bob. It sounds like you're describing a hangout hangover.
Oh, harsh.
As long as he used his real name.
Yeah,
Didn't make any difference whether he was dead or not.
Well, that was Blackbeard Bob.
Or Jerry or Jerry Garcia, right?
Yeah, that's another thing. Is like, with this is a little on the old side, but Google Plus basically yanking certain people's account because they weren't their real name. And two things happened over the last couple of weeks. One is people are getting authenticated, like with a little check mark beside the name, which is for celebrities. And Google is using it based on some other program. What was it, Bonnie?
Well, part of it is the rel equals author,
That's what
thing?
it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
which is a Google.
But still, they're using that to quantify people. So it's like,
which you can gain.
But without people asking.
Yeah, that's.
He's like, I woke up today and suddenly I'm qualified with a check mark beside me. What's all that about, right? And then looking it up.
What is that, a reputation scanner or something?
It's basically authentication. This person is real, 100%.
By crossing his data from different sources or whatever?
Well, that's the weird thing. That's what you think they do, but it's based on people that used another Google app. That's like, how old is that app?
That vouch for you, or
That was
Well,
Wave.
basically said if you're on this app and we pre-authenticated you, well, then we'll automatically
It was Google Wave.
we'll automatically authenticate you for Google Plus type of thing.
Google.
No, it was supposedly.
Rel equals
part
author
of?
comes from
Part of
Google.
Yeah,
Comes from
well,
Google Wave.
because there's some guy on my stream that had an authenticated thing too, and he was saying something about it was a gold Google product
Oh, was it? Okay.
for a couple of years ago, and he said
Yeah.
it was within the Wave. I don't know, because like Mohammed Mansour and those guys
Yep.
have been playing around with everything, and they get all their background stuff from Google Wave. So
But Google Wave wasn't necessarily bad.
I was
No,
on
there
Google
was
Wave.
lots of
How come I'm
interesting
not
things.
authenticated? I've got
Me
a
too.
Google Wave account.
We were both like the original Google Wavers.
Oh,
I think it was a special thing.
I was on there too.
Google Wave or something.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
should
I
all
was-
be verified.
I was totally stoked for Google
Me
Wave.
too.
And then I got
I
an
missed
invite,
the Wave.
and so I was on there. And I didn't get any invites to invite other people, so I was on there and went on there, and that's about it.
But we used to
And
for
then
lots
I,
of people.
Yeah, got
Then
on
I
and sat
finally
around.
got some invites. I think I got 15 invites, and I invited a bunch of people. The only person that actually came on was Bob. So then it was me and Bob and
Yeah,
the
hanging out
podcast
together.
answer man and a couple other people.
Yeah. What are you doing, Andrew? Oh, waiting for people to connect with me and
So,
Wave. Oh, me too.
I think that's one of the problems with it is that it didn't once it did get legs, the server it crashed and it was glitchy and it couldn't.
And there was
they couldn't
no
handle
apps.
it.
But you
Yeah.
know, if Google Wave hadn't crashed so spectacularly, I don't think Google Plus would have been around.
Yep.
You know, it would still be sputtering along on Google Wave as a half death, a zombie platform, bumping into people and eating their brains. Whereas Google Plus, runs around and eats people's brains.
Hey, speaking of brains,
Yeah, here we go.
can we
People
talk
have
about the
brains?
Vancouver zombie walk?
Oh, okay, I'm there. Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, I ran into somebody said, "Oh, it was just at the zombie walk."
That was the most boring walk I've ever seen.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
Were you zombified?
No, I was watching from my balcony.
Throwing zombie stuff.
So
And
can you
there's-
tell us what it is
Well,
for those of us that
okay.
are boring?
Well, you know what a zombie is.
Yeah.
Like an ex-politician or somebody's had their brains
Whoa.
fried.
Too early.
So, well, come on. You didn't have to bring it'll be 2 weeks from now, man.
Yeah.
No, too
Okay,
early.
so
Too
what-
early. Okay, I could do a 911. No, okay. Not a 9/11 joke instead. No, it's
10
still too early
years.
for that?
No, it's 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't get lambasted. Lambasted? Lambasted.
We've been getting a lot of.
So
we've
what
actually been
lambasted
getting-
is if he's an illegitimate lamification.
We've been getting a lot of Americans, so yeah, I'd be careful with any of those jokes.
Actually, no, that takes me back to the old days where I used to just totally trash our American listeners.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
get back
we
to
had a
the
lot more.
zombie
We had a lot
walk?
more listeners
It's
back
been
then
a
too.
while, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
hasn't it? So let me just look at my notes of things I don't like about Americans, and it's like, no,
Have you ever
just
thought of
kidding.
inviting
Chips.
Bob, have you ever thought of inviting Don Cherry? He's really good at saying things he shouldn't
Oh,
out loud.
I know, but we don't have a gain limiter here. He'd just totally freak out the mics, and we'd be peaked out for the whole show.
Okay, can we go back to the zombie walk, please?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh,
wanna
speaking
know.
of zombies.
So it's a thing where people dress up like zombies, meet at the art gallery, and then they walk down the street.
Do they smoke
Okay,
a lot of
okay,
pot
hang
when
on.
they go there first, or
I got a
to get
question.
into a
Maybe.
zombie state?
No.
Are they the old style zombies, the slow walking zombies, or
You
are
can
they
be
the
whatever zombie
new
you
style,
want.
fast running, freaky zombies?
Hey, it's Vancouver. You're accepted. How zombie you are, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can be a naked zombie and be cool here.
Actually, I
a
never
wreck
saw.
beach zombie.
I didn't see a wreck beach zombie. You could do that next year.
Yeah, you should go
I was
check
always
out
like,
Eric
I
on
wanna
Sunday
I just
morning.
happened to be in the same day
We-
on Wreck Beach.
we-
Naked zombie, definitely.
Oh, James, you're just getting old. I was at a client's and she was telling me it was just so fun and she was excited
Obviously,
about being
she was
part of that.
participating in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not.
Because I saw more zombie hunters than I saw zombies.
Hey, hang on, zombie hunters.
Yeah.
That sounds like
So
fun.
what's a
Wha-
zombie
with
hunter?
that? Do
It's
you,
a person that hunts zombies.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they dress up in costume too.
you
and
get
then
to
they
attack
run-
the zombies?
Yeah, they run around and they shoot them and stuff.
Oh, nice. With
Yeah.
Can you use real guns, or do you get in trouble for that? Because they're already dead.
Can you
so
use real guns?
Do you have
yeah,
this
but they're
on
already
film, I
dead,
wanna know?
right? If they're a zombie, they're dead. So you shoot them. I mean, officer.
Well, why don't they resurrect them?
Well, you
Okay,
have to shoot them in the head.
I'm gonna need another beer.
don't.
So-
exactly. After
So
a
is
comment
this
like
just like outside
Duh.
your balcony, James, or is it other people?
that.
It was
Here we go.
downtown Vancouver.
Ah,
So they walked down Robson to Denman and then I think down Davie.
nice.
So when did this happen?
So it was Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Nice.
No,
This
Yeah.
past Saturday.
You guys didn't know about it? Oh,
No.
You got to be on the end on that.
I didn't
yeah.
get the
Yeah,
memo.
you got to be in the
Yeah.
cool circuit, man. It's the
Oh.
West End.
Oh,
They're
well,
happening
it's
ground.
not-
No,
me.
it wasn't just the West
Probably a
End.
special
No,
circle,
it's
Bonnie.
true. Bonnie
Well,
is right. Nobody knows about it. It's true.
Well, no, it's
That's
it's.
They need a
one of
Wix
those-
website. That's what they need.
41 minutes and
Say no more.
53 seconds. I gotta
So
go back.
what you can do is you can look up Vancouver Zombie Walk 2012,
Okay, and
So
I'll
is
be
that-
there,
and you'll be there.
and I'll be waving at you.
All right.
Now, are you going to be a hunter or a zombette?
Do I get to
But I
kill
was-
those zombies?
Well, you can be. Yeah, I don't
They
know.
don't actually die.
You
They're
can
just kind
be-
of like.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
points for that?
Well, if there were,
Is
I'd
it
be a zombie
gamified?
hunter.
Hey, I missed it because I was out. in
Only if you bring water
Coquitlam.
balloons.
That's not a bad idea. though.
So
It's not a bad idea to
You just
gamify.
Filled with fake blood.
I think I'll be a hunter.
Yeah.
Do they have better costumes?
I'm going to be a gatherer
Better
because
prizes?
you have hunter gatherer. A little corral and lasso 'em.
Yeah.
You can gather brains.
Hey, maybe we can have some
They use them on
hunter.
this show.
Zombies don't have brains,
Maybe we
do
can
they?
drink some hunter.
They eat
old.
brains.
Ah,
Actually, there's the artist in town called Brain Eater. He
There
should be
is?
in- yeah, absolutely. Totally cool guy, man. For a zombie.
okay.
He was a zombie before zombies were even popularized
I
with
didn't.
cult fiction. Like what's all those classics that they have, and they've just put zombie in it. You've heard about this whole series of books they put. They did the classics, but they zombified it.
Oh yeah.
It's Wuthering Heights and zombies,
Mm-hmm.
and
They
it
did
basically
Jane
Jane Austen. They
Jane Austen with zombies?
yeah, they
Get serious.
they rewrote the book with zombies in the
Is that
plot.
like-
There are a few of those,
Yeah.
in fact. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
there's
a
a
whole
whole
series, and they
series,
did apparently they did it for one. The guy submitted it as kind of a joke concept. The publisher says, "Oh, we'll try it." Huge success. So this guy's busy writing zombie books on the classics. Moby Dick with zombies.
I guess
Hey.
the copyright's long expired, so it's basically
Yeah,
Open
well,
season.
and you could probably fight it as you can say, well, it's a spoof
parody.
of the original parody,
parody,
so you're exempt there. There you go.
And,
if
yes,
you
as long as it is over, it becomes common. So
yeah, so zombies, that's about as calm as you can get because they're well dead.
no
So how all these zombies are at
creative-
least 50 years dead, so we're
Creative
covered.
Commons, yeah. let's refresh that a little bit. So that's 76 years plus the author's death.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you use zombies that are 76
excuse,
years plus,
excuse me, just one comment here.
By the way, I'm not old.
Those rules are for living people,
not
No.
zombies.
Dead.
you know?
Yeah, so if
Different
you're a
rules.
zombie writing these books,
You
you're
can
covered.
use whatever you want.
That's from Israel. They're talking.
Well, that's
If
part
you
of the
wanna do it
European
legally-
Union, man. You don't mess
Yeah,
with those Europeans.
Union, for sure. Right next to
Southern
the
European.
big pyramids.
Yeah, they're not to strike as much, but yeah, it's okay.
Hey, what is that noise I hear? Is that the background music for the show
Exactly.
being over?
Yeah, that's a zombie harp.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
What's going on? Holy
Zombie
cow.
heart.
Hey, so that's a digression. I don't have any beer.
Yeah,
so
me neither. That's why I'm
this
like
is a harsh tokes.
horrible.
Okay, I'm just flipping the page because there is so much text. my brain is zombified. Doing away with dentist drill by helping teeth regenerate themselves.
That's
What
from,
does this have to do with
Hey.
Andrew, come on, cutting
I
and
just
pasting,
thought
at least
that-
edit a little
Hey.
bit, you know?
I just thought that was.
Jesus.
I just thought that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hate the dentist.
Way
in
cool.
France,
I
maybe.
hate
you know?
going to the dentist. And scientists have developed a serum that they apply to teeth.
That rebuilds enamel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, my question is, if you put extra on your teeth, will it grow a vampire fang? Because, you know, a few years ago, somebody developed the same thing for hair, and I put it on my eyebrows. And
So that's what happened. Yeah, it migrated all over his body. It's the only guy I know who's got hairy eyeballs.
I thought he was related to Sasquatch.
I had to get that dig in on myself before James did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you came back from France. I'd bug you about something dirty or something.
With Andrew, you've got that, you know, the Cyclops concept. It attaches right to his sideburns. So I don't know. That would be like a.
Did you drink $3
Elvis.
bottles of wine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
And it's better than
Oh,
our
yeah.
$30 bottles of wine.
Damn straight.
And $2 blue cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Same cheese, the exact
Hey,
same
in
one.
France, what do they call ice cream? Because in
Creme de ice.
Really? And what was that? What was that
Isn't
movie
that
where
what it
there
is?
was
I thought
the
it was-
Burger King,
No,
the
it's-
Royale,
Oh, hey, I went to, that was Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction? Yeah.
I saw, there's McDonald's in France.
Did you get a beer there?
What do they
And,
call McDonald's? Did they ban
Mickey D's?
McDonald's?
No, there's McDonald's, and I went into
you get a
there's
horse
this place
meat
called
burger?
Quick, which is like it's a French copy. Of
Was it Quick?
McDonald's. So I went in just to see what it was like, and
It was pretty slow.
I took their burger that looked like a Big Mac, and it
The
didn't.
Big Mac.
It didn't just look like a Big Mac. It actually was 100% a Big Mac. I
The
don't-
Big
Except
Mac.
for the horse
you
meat.
go to Burger King and you get a burger and it's different, right? You go to Wendy's and it's a different burger.
The Big Mac.
But you go to this place Quick in France and and everything about the place was McDonald's. They just copied, they cloned McDonald's. I don't know how,
Is that like
How
the
they did that.
Chinese Apple store?
maybe.
Okay.
And a few years ago when we went to France, there was like no Starbucks because the French people they don't drink big coffees, they drink little espressos. And now they're starting to get traction in France because people are starting to use it as a second office. And the old traditional coffee shops, if you're in there sitting with your laptop and you're not ordering coffee, you're out of there. So now it's starting to
Yeah.
they're starting to grow.
Wow.
I think they got like 50 or 60 in Paris, and the small towns are starting to get them too. It's weird.
Where's Tim Hortons?
They're in Afghanistan and Iraq with our fighters, though.
Yeah. And you know what they do with the stale donuts?
Not a clue.
They put those
throw
in the
them.
bombers. Ah,
They fill them.
Canadian donuts. Oh, taken out by a curler.
They fill them with
Quarter.
depleted uranium,
Death by curler.
and they cut through the tank like a hot knife
Swiss.
through butter.
Yeah, exactly. Hot knife and
Yeah.
pancakes.
No, Bob, it's Zombie Death by Kruller.
Zombie death by
There's your
Kruger.
next book.
There you go. Actually, why don't they have like zombie drinks for people in the morning? Give me a zombie or an anti-zombie.
Haven't you ever had a
I'm
zombie
gonna give me an
before?
anti-zombie.
Hey, when I
please.
turn 19, that's all
yeah, that's
I
a
do.
drink.
That is a drink.
Hey, where's my beer?
It's a very powerful drink.
Hiding my-
There it is, hiding behind my computer. You naughty beer. Come here. Oh, you know. The wild beer, you have to.
Oh, and there's
Oh,
that
no.
song.
Oh, thank God for that. That's all I can say. So, okay.
All right.
Hey, we want to thank Wix and that crazy European guy that hangs out here every now and again for helping us buy this huge swath of equipment and letting us have more fun at the show. They bought a ton of beer for us, too.
And they did.
So, you know. Awesome.
Wix.com, the easiest way to develop a website on a mobile platform,
And
on
Facebook
a
page,
Facebook
and
page,
mobile sites,
and
and happiness.
a regular web page.
Yeah,
What's
and
that? A regular web page?
And it's a great way to pick up girls, too.
And
Absolutely.
if you agree or disagree with that statement, call us at 1-877-636-1474. We'll bring your comment into the show.
Absolutely. Or if you take me out drinking, I will prove you wrong.
Join us on Google+. We are on there every 2 weeks on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. See you again next week.
Bye-bye.
I'm not old.
Ta-da.
Who said that?
Zombies.
Tommy did.
Who?
Satomi.
I had a